Hi, my name is Kevin Eastman. I am the co-creator of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I'm publisher of Heavy Metal Magazine. I'm here to talk about Strife at PAX.
Kevin, what attracted you to the world of Strife?
One of the things that attracted me the most about the world of Strife was the depth of the story and the amount of characters. I felt like they gave you a foundation and a platform where you could really take the story in a number of different directions and a number of different opportunities, and had a lot of creative freedom.
How have you collaborated with the game developer on this new game project?
Well, you know, one of my favorite parts about the collaboration is as I was introduced, it's sort of like, it's like getting introduced to J.J.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings trilogy. It's like there's so much detail, so like I've been playing sort of catch up through the whole thing and learning my way around the world, finding out little pockets of information, little ideas, and that's been, I think, the most fun part for me. Is
Can you talk about how the comic will connect to the game world?
What I love about the comic book and the game world is like the comic book is kind of like a bridge or almost an introduction. We wanted it to sort of be within the game world, but outside the game world, to sort of we were able to give you, say, here's the number of characters you're going to be introduced to, and try to dig a little bit deeper into their personality so that by the time you play the game, you know a little bit more about them. So that's been, I think, the most fun part for me, is sort of showing another side of them.
What's it been like working on a project that originated from a video game?
Well, you know what I think is so great about today's entertainment industry is that great ideas can come from so many different places and so many different opportunities, whether it be, you know, a movie idea or a children's book idea or a comic book idea or a video game idea. And I think video games, for the most part, have been overlooked as sort of like shallow, with sort of like glossy on the surface, not a lot of depth. We want you to get to the fighting right away, and what I love about Strife is that there's so much more depth to the storyline. So,
what do you feel the next generation consoles will open up for video game artists?
You know, I think when I started playing video games, I was playing like Asteroids and playing Space Invader and stuff. What I love about the technology today is that besides the fact that my 7-year-old can do it better than I can, what I love about it is it gives you an opportunity to explore new tools, new ideas, and go to places that I don't think you can do even in comic books. I mean, you don't have to be, you know, so engrossed in one idea that you can't sort of let your creativity flow, and that's what I love about the next-gen consoles, is you can take it so many different places.
Now, do you keep track of all the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles video games that come out? There's been a lot. Activision just released one.
You know, man, I still love, you know, I think like, you know, the Turtles are going to be 30 years old next year. And when we did the first video games, I mean, they were still creating the stuff just for them. And what I loved was the first 4-person fighting game. I think the Turtles and X-Men were the #1, the first ones to do that kind of stuff. And I think watching where the technology started and where it's gone to now is just, it's, you know, from where we're at today to Star Wars tomorrow, it's just fantastic. So,
have you been able to play Strife, and what are your thoughts on the MOBA?
You know, it's like I've played Strife very limited. To me, it's like again, I'm sort of like a hands-on. I don't use a Wacom tablet. I don't do this. My technology is still my ink pen, my pencil and stuff. So like what I've been most interested in Strife is sort of learning all the behind the scenes, learning the story, learning the characters, getting familiar with it, and sort of like seeing where I could sort of push it and take it in other places that hasn't been gone to before. So.